Hi everybody, so we're back with Altar the Ice Horse story, so we're on chapter 4. My mind races as I lie on my bed, helpless and useless. My university class fades into indistinct noise, and I am incapable of paying any attention. The temptation is too great. I trawl through the information I managed to gather on the ice horse. Speculation is rife in the media, but until the analyses are finished, the will remain hidden. And what if I were to return to where I failed to observe the naturalists and paleontologists? Don't laugh. I don't mean going there in person, considering my condition, but given the incredible equipment of our Academy of Scientists thanks to international sponsors, surely there must be a state of the art camera system allowing the horse to be studied from afar without the risk of damaging it. If only I could log into the system discreetly, of course, then I would have live updates. I know who to ask. Ulian Beleg, a university friend, a little older than us, a computer engineer who specializes in optical networks. He is one of those rare great minds who has not been tempted by a mama's salary to leave Mongolia, and he works at the Ulaanbaatar Academy of Sciences. I'm sure he will agree to connect me to the temporary lab network. Crossing my fingers, in a figurative sense, given that their condition, I contact him. Ulian Beleg's dishevelled face appears and grimaces at me on screen. He laughs like a hyena at the sight of my turbaned hands, and asks how I managed to pick my nose. Yeah, although computer sciences are very intelligent, their sense of humour leaves something to be desired. Nevertheless, he promises to sort things out for me so that I can access the camera network on my computer. It will take him some time, but he doesn't say how long. I thank him warmly and try to focus on the university classroom, but I can feel my eyelids slowly growing heavily, and despite my best efforts to pay attention, the curtain falls and I start to drift off. Marilyn Manson screams curses into my ear and tears me from my seat, my head pounding. I try to control myself and prepare to hurl abuse at the psychopath who woke me up in such a brutal fashion before a hyena-like laugh drowns out the music, which is quickly switched off. It's another rotten joke from Ulian Beleg, but I forgive him as soon as I see a window open on my screen. The little genius has managed to connect me to the camera network of the temporary laboratory in the Altai Mountains. The surface of the ice chasm looks like a crime scene. Black and yellow striped tape to keep out intruders marks out the area of investigation for the specialists, teams of speleologists. Extract ice cores to date them and collect all of the samples and pieces of evidence that might turn out to be significant. Others, armed with portable radiology equipment, take pictures of the horse from every angle. In the temporary laboratory, men wearing masks and surgical scrubs are already carrying out analysis. I can't help myself. I look for Jargle. There he is, using tongs to pick up a diamond patterned piece of cloth, spread it over a glass plate, and cutting a fragment of the strange fabric with a scalpel. He then drops the sample into a test tube half filled with a clear liquid, which he places into a round machine. As he closes the lid on the machine, it suddenly dawns on me. It's not fabric from a clown costume. It's the snakeskin that covered my improvised climbing axe. If I remember correctly, I was still holding it in my paralyzed hand when my brother arrived. If I find it, I could bring it to the scientists in person. I move the laptop and get up out of my bed, holding back grimaces of pain. Ah, I'm just in my underwear. I look around our yurt for the cylinder. At first glance, it hasn't been put on any of the wooden chests, nor on my mother's large dresser. Maybe it's in my brother's chest. I walk slowly to the chest and lift the lid, but all I can see are clothes and old magazines. Could one of my sisters have borrowed my new toy? No, all I see are colouring books, cloth dolls, and girl stuff. So I'm so stupid. I haven't even looked in my own chest. I turn around, panting like an old horse crippled by rheumatism, and open my chest. Right at the top of my is my deal, cleaned and sewn back together. My grandmother is truly incredible. I take this opportunity to put it on. Misshapen from all these bandages, is quite chilly away from the yurt's wood burner. I move the clothes in my chest and clang. Something slips and falls to the bottom with a thud. I manage to catch it with my flipper like mitts and look at it carefully. Despite having been hammered against the ice, it doesn't look too battered. There are strange symbols engraved on the surface. I look at the ends. They seem to be sealed with metal caps. Could this be something inside the cylinder? My imagination is on overdrive. Could the mysterious cylinder contain a map showing the location of a spectacular lost treasure trove, or rough diamonds, or an ancient relic believed to bring power, fame, and fortune? I try to unscrew the caps. I'm so clumsy. I try to think of a way to remove the metal caps, not with my nails, and an axe or a saw are definitely out of the question. For want of a better alternative. I looked for the tongs I used to hold and dry dung for burning in the oven. I grabbed the tongs and sat next to the stove, holding the cylinder between my knees. Using my forearm, I gripped the cap of the tongs and tried to turn it. The tongs slipped. My grip wasn't strong enough. I try again and again until a scream pierces my ears. Fire! Before I realize what is happening, buckets of cold water are thrown over me and my clothes are ripped from my body. I was so focused on my task I didn't even notice that my deal was too close to the oven and had caught fire. So that is the end of chapter 4. Anyway, guys, hope you have a lovely day, and bye bye.